Hi, my name is Abby, and today we're going to be making a stitch. Now, if you watched any other of my videos, at the end of my mouse tutorial, my little mouse, that I made, there's one that actually I made during it, but, you can't see that. Anyway, but, I'm talking about the mole and the minion, and then the stitch. Sorry, I'm just kind of decorating around this thing. So this is my stitch that I made, remember, that I was talking about? And now this is the tutorial that I'm going to show you how to make it. And remember, if you were listening to it really closely, I said I tried to make legs on it, and I made the body longer and the head longer and stuff like that. And I made like the ears the same length basically, and then I made and then I put some legs and stuff, and it does not turn out cute at all. It doesn't even look like Stitch, so I just decided to keep it this way, kind of tucked away, so he's just kind of sitting there or something like that. And yes, I do have a bright light here, so that's why it looks kind of weird, but it is like an aquamarine kind of colorish kind of thing. But since I made a blue one, I'm going to be creative and use a pink one. So put it in this configuration. Let's see, it's opposite to you. So it's going to be really, for you, it's going to be facing towards you. I can show it kind of towards you. But for me, I'm just going to show it to you on the side. I'm going to show it to you on the side. So, yes. Sorry. Okay. So, remember I said, since I made a blue one, I'm going to use a pink one. If you want to make the same pink one as me, I'm just using a pink. Random pink, So, yes, because, Stitch's girlfriend is pink, too. So, I'm just going to use pink. All double bands. If I don't say that, yeah, you can trust me that we're using double bands. Now, let's get started. So we can put, oh yeah, and another thing is that I like to have, I don't like the cap band. It's on the top of my head. I like it better on the top because it makes the head a little rounder. And it makes, for me, it seems like it makes the body, like, longer or something. I don't know, it's just me, but that's how I like mine to be like this. And if you want to make it a charm, I guess it's upside down. Stitch does hang upside down, so there's pluses and minuses about that. But you can do everything opposite of me if you want to make it like that. But I just don't really like it as much. I don't think it's as cute. So in that case, I'm going to start with the head then. So for the head, you're going to take all double bands, and you're going to go from here to here. And sorry if you can't see it that good. There. From here to here. Now you're going to go down, and just to be sure, let me see, from here, then here. Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty darn small head, to be honest. It's pretty small. These are all double bands, remember. Push them down, too. I just dropped something. What did I just... Oh, it's my hook. Let's make it up later. So now you're going to turn inward. Oh my goodness, this thing is just not working very well. It's more. There we go. That might look a little better, right? Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I like to do the outline of it first.
John, we struck out tonight. Twice.
Be quiet.
Just once.
Down a little bit. And this is not really for beginners because of the neck. Sorry. Sorry, beginners. It's not that of a beginning one, so. Yeah, just had to say that. Better. No, this one is good. Try to find the best position for you to make it thin. Okay. This is the hardest part maybe because of the neck. If you want to, beginners, you can put one band in here for the neck and then continue, but it just won't look as good. This might be for medium. I guess it really depends. This is like his shoulders part. Just making sure I didn't mess up on anything. Yeah, this is probably the hardest part. And if you want to, because if you're a beginner, you can use a different color, maybe, or something. It's probably will be easier. And we'll make the fishtail ears later. Fishtail, jeez, what am I saying? Fishtail ears later. Let's see, make sure that way, dun, and inward. Yeah, I thought so. Now, the reason, remember what I said about the beginners? If you're a beginner, don't worry. The only bad part is right here. So remember I said just put a band right down here, and then do the same thing. Just make it one longer. I'm just pushing the bands down. That's why my hand is in the way. Most of it. I don't know why I like do the edge first. I don't know. It's just easier in my way. Oops. See, now you can have an extra color. Otherwise, you can do different colors are here. I won't though, because I'm doing a Stitch. I'm doing Stitch's girlfriend. Stitch's girlfriend. Rainbow Loom Stitch 2, I believe it is. No, it's Leroy and Stitch. Never mind. Anyway. I'm very addicted to Stitch, okay? Anyway. So like this, and as you can see, this is his head and body. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to scoot down around them. Now, personally, I like to do my fishtails at the bottom of my loom right here, because I think it's easier for me, personal opinion. Yeah. So if you don't know how to make a fishtail, I guess I'll show you. Do a S, well, an S, what am I talking about? Sorry. And then I'm going to put, this is its ears too. It's the top of its ear, so let me grab my stitch here. So this is the top of its ear. So that's the curve in there. We take a single band, these are all single bands, just so I put one right there, and then put another one, push it down a little bit, not a lot though, right here. Like that. And now I'm going to change the position on my camera, kind of, so you guys can see. I'm going to move it right there. Okay. See my 3 layers? Separate them though too, so it's easier for you. Okay, I'm going to show you from a side angle. So what you're going to do is you're going to tape the bottom band right here. Take the bottom one and you're going to flip it over onto that one. Just right here. Do the same thing on the other side. Take the one on the way on the bottom. Don't grab 2 bands, just one. And there is one of them. Now you're going to push them down. Push them down. Because we're going to add another one band. And for you people, you can fast forward and go down with the like top of its head kind of thing. Go down with that 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. About 7 times. So go down about 7 times. For you beginners, I'm gonna do step by step. So put another one band on there. See, again, same thing. Basically just the same thing. Take the bottom one, just the single bottom. Put that one on top, and take also the other side on the bottom, and bring it upward, and then you can just wiggle it back to the middle. Now I'm going to separate the bands again. that one down more. Put this one, bring it down a little bit, bring that one down a little bit. Add another one. Bottom, bottom. So just bring in the bottom one up, and it's that simple. It looks hard, but it's pretty darn easy. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep doing that right now. So it should start to look like this, and don't mind if the end looks kind of really strange to you. The beginning part, it looks kind of strange, but then as you get kind of done with it, it looks much better. Okay. But if you don't like the fishtail, I'm not going to use the fishtail. Just keep going, guys, until you get 7 of those. But if you're not going to do the fishtail, this is for you people that don't really want to do fishtail. If you want to do something else, you can do something else. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and you're going to wrap this around as many times as you want. I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Hook 3 times, make 3 loops. Take 2 bands. And now if you want to, you can take them, put it right there. And you're going to take those 3 loops and you're just going to put them over top of that band. And now you're just going to hook them back to the other side, back on your, like that. And then I like to go, if you're going to do that, you can, depends how long you want it really. I would do maybe 2 times for a stitch. It will look different, and honestly, I like the other way better. I like the other way better, but you know, you can do that. Anyway, now we're going to put it on our loom right now, and we're just going to stick it right on this band. Make sure all your bands are on there like that. Sorry, I just put it on either side. It doesn't really matter. You can perk it up if you want. Perk to the side. I'm just going to perk it up. It depends what position you want your stitches here to be. I think it's cute to do the fishtail personally, but you can do whatever you want. But I'm just going to do this because it's faster and for beginners. 2 and 3. 3 loops. You can do the same thing on your loom. I just don't think it's as nice. I don't think it's as pretty or anything like that. I just think it's better to do it on your hook. Personal opinion. So I'm not really showing it on this one. I'm just kind of getting it done. Okay. So once you're done with this part now, okay. So once you're done putting it on your loom right now, we're going to put the eyes on quick, and then we are going to put the cap bands on, and time to, what do you call it? I think it's called loom. No, hook. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't remember. It's like a pig kind of, doesn't it? I can make a pig using this design. I don't know, big pig. Okay, take one, wrap it around 3 or 4 times. 1, 2, 3. These bands are not stretchy at all, so I'm just going to do 3. I hate these bands. They're not even Rainbow Loom, they're like some other kind. I don't know what it is. 1, 2. We're just making a cat band. 2, 3. Or just wrap band around the peg. Perfect. Now, okay. Push those black bands down, And if you made any of my other designs, you should know what we're going to do next. We're going to take a single band, put it at a triangle on top, and now take as many black bands as you want. You can take one at a time or anything like that. And we're just going to flick it. Oh, whoops. I let go of my pink thing, so it kind of took off on me, but sorry, I'm just making another cat band because I just dropped my pink band. My pink band, see how it went like that? Do a triangle. Take as many black bands as you can get, or like the eye color of your Stitch. Or Stitch's girlfriend. Right on top of that, right there. Okay. I'm moving this back. Squinching the eye. Okay. So on the other side, and grab those bands, put them on top, and there. Stitch. He's kind of cute, isn't he? I think he's cute. If you want to, you can do this. You can put them like that, maybe, if you want to. Some people like to put them on top right here. I'm not going to, though. Anyway. Take a single. Oops. Single. From here to here, those are your... I'm thinking wrong right now, aren't I? Am I thinking wrong? Let me think right here. Right there, and then right there. Well, duh, Abby. Doing everything wrong. Sorry. So move the one that you had and put it right on top of that ear peg. I'm thinking wrong. I haven't done a stitch in a while now. Yep, see, yeah, that one's a ton better. Yeah, you can do it that way. I think it looks better this way. I'm thinking wrong today. Well, it looks like more like a pig now. It's because the ears look weird. And I'm making it pink too, you know. But now it's time for the moment of truth. So now, flip your loom over, bottom. Oh, you know what? I did it backwards. Well, if you followed my direction, I guess you... whatever. Who cares? 1, 2, and 3. I'm wrapping around 3 times at the bottom. And no, I guess it's not on my top of my head. I guess it's on the bottom. Whoopsies! Okay. Oh, that was kind of weird. Anyway. Oh. Anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down between here. You know what? Just because it's easier to see, like a ton. This blue. I just blew in the bottom so you guys can see what it will look like. So we're going to take the top 2 bands, which for me are in the middle, because I like to put my little ones on last. Take the bottom, the next 2. Make sure not to grab cat band. You can look on the side too if that helps. Oops. Go in there. I'm in a strange angle, so it's hard for me to loop. And if that happens, oh no, don't freak out. Grab the cat band and just put it back right on the middle, and everything's fine. I remember when I was just starting on the loom and I was freaking out because that happened on like a snake that I was making. I remember freaking out. Anyway, but grab both of them. It's hard to grab both of them when you're at a weird angle. Fine. Go this way then. Oh, whoops. Well, we're both of them in there. They're a really weird angle, and it's really hard for me to do this right now. Anyway, so now we're gonna go in between here, and you're just gonna work your way up. 1 minute. Don't work your way up, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm very stupid, aren't I? Take a band, or two if you want. I guess I'm taking 2. And put them right there. And I keep banging the camera, of course. Put 2 bands right here, they're right there. I'm actually gonna use 1. There should be 1 right here, but that's right here, but that's okay, we don't really need it. I just like to add 2 bands actually, not just 1 to this one, just to make it thicker kind of. Anyway, but yeah. So just keep going really up of it, up. Remember, go underneath and grab them. Okay, so keep going. Here's where it kind of gets tricky for beginners, and sometimes actually for me, to be honest. Okay, now you're gonna have to look to the side, make sure everything's okay. It's kind of tricky. I'm gonna do my best to try to. Fine, so now I just like to pull on the bands that I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna kind of pull on to this peg for some reason. As I try to find them, I'm just gonna kind of go in there. Okay. Kind of go in between there. Okay, so keep trying to find them. Okay, sorry. If you have weak bands, this will not survive. Sorry. There we go. So if it makes a V shape, you are fine. After you get 1 band, after you get those first 2 out, the rest are pretty much easier. Let me see, which side is that? The side is the side. Make sure they're going. Jeez. Oh well, my bands just broke. Okay, now I will show you. Ouch. Ow. Ooh, it's. Hurt. I will show you what to do if your bands break now. Now, if your bands break, which mine did, go way through all those bands and poke your little. Look towards you. Poke through all those bands, except. Go this side. Okay, go all through the bands. See my. Woohoo! First, go to the next 2 bands. There. Okay. Now, so I broke my bands going to the second one. Then I had 1 set of bands left underneath there. So do that last bands, and then work on the dead ones. Ones that don't work. So go through all the bands. Whoops, man. I don't have that peg because there's so many of them. And now you're gonna push. Put it on the side now, since I got those bands out of the way. Okay, so go through there. Now put those bands. Make sure you have 2 too. Grab those bands. And now you're gonna pull. Oh, oops. Make sure you have 2 though, because otherwise it really will not work. And you might want to twist them over and Go through all those bands. Oh yeah. Oops, I just let go of them, of course. You can do it as many times until you get it, and that's if your band's broke. So if your band's broke, just if your band's broke, do this. I'm just showing on one side. Now, okay. I was just showing on that side. The problem is on this side, so then you're gonna flip over the side where it's at. I just showed you on that side because that's the way like my camera was or something. My loom was. This should not happen to you. It happens to me all the time because these aren't rainbow loom bands. I would use rainbow loom bands just so the way. Perfect. They're done now. Okay. So that one of the ends, just place in that band, this side, and now just quickly put on top. And there you go. You fixed it. No biggie. Just a little hard problem. You know. So ignore it, and now just keep working up your piggy. I'm using pink, so it looks like a pig, probably. Probably will look like a pig. Oh my goodness. Oopsies. Sorry, I was grabbing the, another pin that I shouldn't have. I was grabbing. There. I don't have two bands that I was grabbing. I was grabbing three, and that was that. Here's another tricky part. The top right here. Because you get your eye bands and your ear bands. And, you're done. Thing. Stick it out there, hole, grab a band using glue, and now pull it through all those bands. Oh my goodness. And now we're gonna take the back of that one that's pulled through, you know. Ah, get off my hook. American Family Insurance. Okay. Pull it off. Pull your piggy off. Do you get what I'm doing this for? Because it's Stitch. It just looks like a pig right now. Oh! A roll popped out. That's okay. I have a rainbow loom. Fix it. Now I just put it in the square position. Oh, he looks like a piggy. He looks like a piggy. Do not make Stitch's girlfriend. Just make it cuter. Mine looks strange. I'm playing with it right now. Just tugging at it. It's in there. Okay. If it looks like mine and it looks horribly ugly, just play with it around, pull its eyes out if you want. Play with it, tug at it. Tug with it. It really depends what kind of bands you're looking at, and plus its ears may look strange. I told you to use the other kind of ears. I was just using these ears because it was fast and I just had to go on with the video. It looks really strange, but if you use the fishtail ears and if you use different bands than these horrible bands that I'm using, that I don't really like, that were expensive at a garage sale. Oh, they're pretty good though. Yours would turn perfect and fine out like mine would. But mine, I use stupid bands and not like the cheapy. But yes, and let me fix my loom now, because now it's in a weird position. Ow! Hit my hand. But also, and now one thing to say is I am on Instagram. And yes, this sounds really, really strange. But my name, if you want to show me some stuff like that, my name is Abby Loves Perry. Remember that loves is L-U-V-S. Abby Loves Perry, that's what it's called, and oops, it is private. That's because I kind of had some of my stuff on it. But I will send you some things if you really want to, and stuff like that. My new stuff that I made, I will share pictures on it and stuff like that. But yes, so try my mousy video. I'm gonna have a minion video. I'm gonna have a mole video, cause I don't think there is a mole. Really. Did someone make a mole? I don't really think so. I'll fix his nose a little bit. If you like it, even though mine turned out really horrible. But I love stuff that I made. I made 1,000 times worse. My next video though will be of the minion. Ah. Bye bye. Cut.